FarLands. Let's see, let's break out of here. Whoa. Apparently, I didn't sleep before I logged out. Good grief. So let's do that. There we go. Now let's duck out of here. Make sure we don't have any unpleasant neighbors dropping in. And let's see, get lined up and head to the west. Alright, I will start out as usual with the world size report. Windows reports the size of the world save at 650 megabytes, and Minecraft is reporting 652.97. Still not sure what the reason is for the difference. I don't suppose it matters too much. I think it's entirely possible that Windows is just reporting what... I don't know. I was going to say Windows is reporting what's allocated, but it's reporting less. And Minecraft is reporting a much more precise number. So it's hard to tell which one is accurate and which one isn't. Anyway, onward. The first thing that I need to address is the fact that this is episode 24, and episode 23 was last January. And here it is, the middle of April. All I can say there is that about the reason for the long delay between episodes, there's a couple of things. A big part of the reason for the delay between episodes is, well, frankly, FTB. I got very involved in the FTB mod pack and doing stuff there. Very wrapped up in that. It's a lot of fun, really, it is. It's very involving, very engrossing. And I got extremely wrapped up in doing that and watching videos of other people doing that and so on. And while I'm still very much involved in FTB, and frankly I have no intention of quitting FTB, I've gotten to where at least most of the new has worn off of it, shall we say. And so I am having a much easier time focusing on other things. And so I'll be doing more of that. Another reason is the chip-in widget. For a long time it wasn't, well, for quite a while there was quite a time there where it hardly ever seemed to be working. You know, I would occasionally load up a page with a chip-in widget on it, including the one that I have or had, and the widget simply was not loading. And it wasn't just the widget that I had, but it was a lot of times it was anybody's chip-in widget. This just simply wasn't working. And then along came the news that chip-in was shutting down. And that, of course, necessitated coming up with a replacement. Let's see, do I have a boat? Let us use it. And, well, that took a lot of looking around, because there aren't exactly a whole lot of online services that were quite like chip-in, although a few did seem to appear when chip-in shut down. And finally I discovered that Child's Play Charity had created their own widget, and I eventually decided to go ahead and go with that widget, which I have now got installed in place on the webpage at tinfoilchef.com/donate. It did necessitate, as far as the widget is concerned, the goal was starting over at 0. Although I can personally make a note that I can add $62.62 to whatever amount is on there, because that does count toward the goal, because it was donated for that goal. And so, now that the new widget is in place and I'm not quite eating and breathing and sleeping FTB every minute, then the journey continues. This journey will continue for quite some long time to come, I do have to say, because the FarLands is a long, long ways away, and that's a long, long ways down if I'm not careful. There we go. And so, we continue to the FarLands. And that brings me to a question that has been asked of me by several people, which basically amounts to, did you quit doing the journey to the FarLands? No, I did not. I was on something of a hiatus for a while, but I have not quit. And I honestly don't intend to quit, because the purpose still exists. You know, it is still true that last fall, when I had a need for funding and started to raise some money for my own needs, that the response was so overwhelmingly positive and amazing that I decided that I needed to, since obviously there was no way I could pay that back, there's no way I could repay that generosity, that it only makes sense that if you can't pay it back, you pay it forward. And mind you, I didn't particularly enjoy the movie by that name, but that's just because it's not really my style of movie. But the concept is still valid. You know, if you can't pay it back, pay it forward. You know, do the favor that was done for you for someone else that needs it, or some organization or whatever. In this case, an organization, a charitable organization, Child's Play Charity, that they provide books, toys, and games to kids in hospitals, and the effort there is to make their hospital stays more bearable, to kind of help take some of the focus off of why they're there, and the fact that it in some cases is a long stay, and often with unpleasant and scary procedures and treatments and things like that. And you know, I've been in long hospital stay situations myself. I know what that's like as an adult. I can easily imagine what it would be like going through something like that as a kid. And what the folks at Child's Play do would be very, very welcome. You know, it is a very good thing that they're doing. It helps a lot. And so I see every reason in the world to support that charity. And so that's what this is all about. I'm trying to pay forward what was done for me, and try to do some good and have some fun. You know, walk around in Minecraft Beta 1.7.3 terrain generation once again. You know, I miss the beta terrain generation quite a bit, and so I get to walk around in it now. And this really isn't a whole lot different from the basic vlogging that I have done on this channel for some time. It's just it's a little bit longer format, and instead of seeing me, you see my character walking through the Minecraft terrain, and I think that's reasonable. You know, it's every bit as good as seeing me sitting in my studio in front of a green screen or in front of my desktop computer just yakking away. And there's been many times when people have told me that I should make longer videos, more videos, and so on and so forth. Really? Are you kidding? Look at how dark it is. There, that's better. And so we proceed. Okay, we need to go this way. Let's go. Just kind of hug the beach here. As narrow as it is in this case. But anyway, proceeding along. Let's see. I have some other things here. Not exactly questions, but comments that have been made to me by a number of people over time. Some in video comments, and others just in PMs or Twitter or by Formspring or whatever. Let's see, one common suggestion is that I should get a dog. The only thing is that I shouldn't name him Wolfie if I get a dog. First of all, if for some reason I did decide to get a dog, I wouldn't name him Wolfie. You know, that would be going just a little too far. And second of all, I'm not exactly sure I want to get a dog, because to be nice about it, the dogs in Minecraft, especially beta Minecraft, they're not exactly what you would call mentally superior. Their AI is not the best. They have a tendency to walk directly into situations that could harm and or kill them very quickly and very easily. And, it's like going through a desert with cactus around, for example, as Kurt J. Mack has long since discovered. It's not a very good idea when you have a dog, because they can easily just walk straight into the cactus, start taking damage, and not have the AI sense to just back the heck away from it one block and stop taking damage. So I'm not sure I want to have something like that. I don't want to get all wrapped up in the idea of having such a creature and then just have it destroy itself because of less than really great AI. Now, I understand that the AI for these critters has improved considerably in the versions since beta 1.7.3, but because of the nature of this particular journey, I will be remaining in beta 1.7.3 for this series. Which brings me to another suggestion that I have seen on more than one occasion, and that is the suggestion that I should upgrade and do this in the current version of Minecraft, which is currently 1.5.1. And to that I can say, no, I actually can't do that. Well, okay, technically speaking, I could, but I can't because the FarLands do not exist in any version of Minecraft after beta 1.7.3. Really, Minecraft, are you trolling me? There wasn't anything here. I put out a boat, step into the water, and all of a sudden there is land, and the further I go this way, the further it generates terrain to say, no, you're not going that way. So, okay, fine. We'll go over land, since obviously this is what Minecraft would like to see. I don't know. Sometimes I talk about Minecraft as if it was a living entity with a will and mind of its own, because sometimes it acts that way. Although, if it is such, then its AI isn't a whole lot better than that of the wolves I was just talking about. Sorry about that, but it's true. Otherwise, it would have generated a ocean floor to build limit wall of bedrock to stop me. That would have worked, because you can't mine through bedrock. Anyway, well, there's the dogs, and no, I'm not going to. Perhaps someday I might be convinced to do something like that, but not right now. Besides, this series has been on hiatus for so long that I kind of feel an obligation to make as much progress as quickly as I can. And dealing with the dogs, for previously stated reasons, it takes time off. It takes time, it slows down the journey. And so I'm going to keep going. I mean, it's not like I'm in a major hurry, mind you, but I kind of feel like after being on hiatus for this long that I need to kind of pick up the pace for a while and move things along and get some significant progress made toward the goal of reaching the FarLands. Occasionally people also ask if they say that I should hit F3 and display the coordinates to show how much progress have I made, you know, how far have I come. And I will eventually do that once the goal has been met. The goal which I set back at the beginning of this series of, let's see, $6,346, and I think it was 46 cents. Once I reach that goal with this thing, yes, I will hit F3. I will show how far I've come. And then I will set a new goal and continue. Well, it looks like I'm going to have to be going around this mountain. No, I'm going to be going around it and over it. And looking for the time of day, I might be going over it and sleeping on top of it. Which won't be bad, actually. That would make for a good view in the morning. Alright, get up the hill here without falling off of this pretty considerably precipitous drop. Actually, it looks like, yeah, I think maybe, as long as I'm careful, I might be able to just get down to ground level down here. Whoa. No, 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 no. That's a path to ground level I don't want to take. No, I won't be going that way. No, 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 no. All right. This looks like it might be a little more sane. Yes, much better. Doesn't involve a precipitous drop to my death, which of course would undo a whole day's worth of progress. And speaking of the day, this one is ending, so let's go ahead and just dig in for the final hidey hole of the day, preferably without wasting an arrow. Alright, go ahead and seal that up, widen this out, and I will say thanks for watching, everyone, and I really do appreciate the comments and the questions and so on, and by all means definitely continue with that. It is very helpful. I appreciate very much having something to talk about along the way. It keeps the trip from being completely boring, and besides, this isn't quite so much of a gaming video as it is a talky vlog kind of thing that just happens to take place in the setting of a game. And so, yeah, that's what I'm doing. And we'll get rid of some of that. Go ahead and get the workbench back. And I will go ahead. I will actually sleep this time as opposed to just log out in the dark. And I'll say thanks for watching. Take it easy. I'm out of here.